One of the hottest topics for tax year 2023, student loan forgiveness and how it impacts tax returns. I'm Mark Steber, Chief Tax Information Officer at Jackson Hewitt. It's important you understand how this will change your tax return before you file your taxes. So let's get into it. What is student loan forgiveness and why is it significant? Student loan forgiveness is when a portion or all of your debt is eliminated and the borrower is no longer obligated to repay the amount. There are multiple student loan debt relief programs, some added in the past few years, as well as an ongoing interest to increase and expand the loan forgiveness program. According to whitehouse.gov, more than 3.7 million Americans have benefited from having their debt canceled. But what it means for your taxes is kind of confusing. In general, most regular canceled debt is reported on a 1099-C. But canceled student debt loan does not need to be reported on this form if the amount is less than $600. In general, student loan forgiveness is generally taxable to the loan holder or the person forgiven the debt. But certain loans will not be taxed, including all types of student loan forgiveness through December 31st, 2025. Student loans for colleges who closed and are no longer part of the education system, federal or private, are generally forgiven. If these loans were forgiven under the closed school or defense to repayment program, the loan balance is not taxable. Other non-taxable student loan forgiveness or discharge includes loans forgiven after 10 years of consistent payments and meeting select other qualifying criteria. The IRS does not require Form 1099-C cancellation of debt to be issued when there is a canceled student loan from a closed school. Others do issue a Form 1099-C when the debt canceled is greater than $600. And just to repeat, even if you receive a 1099-C for cancellation of student loan debt, there will be no federal income tax due as a result through December 31st, 2025. But do not confuse student loan debt with regular loan debt forgiveness, which is fully taxable. While the American Rescue Plan Act exempts federal student loan forgiveness from federal taxation, it does not necessarily exempt borrowers from state income taxes. Many states have laws or policies that mirror the federal tax treatment of debt cancellation events, but this is not always the case. An important thing to understand: if you include the forgiven student loan amount as income on your tax return, you could be paying too much in taxes, and the IRS won't automatically correct your mistake of including this as taxable income. Similarly, if your state requires you to include this money as forgiven debt income, and you don't, you could face additional taxes, penalties, and interest. The maximum potential tax bill for a typical borrower with $10,000 in canceled debt varies from state to state, ranging from $200 to roughly $1,850. Whatever the amount, that's a lot less than if you continued paying off your original loan. Can I pay down my student loan balance and lower my tax bill? Good question. Be aware that student loan interest paid is tax deductible for tax year 2023. You can deduct up to $2,500 on your federal income tax return for these payments if you qualify. If you're paying on your student loans, you can deduct interest paid even if you didn't get a Form 1099-E and meet a few other requirements, like being legally obligated to pay interest on the loan, you're not filing as married filing separately, and you have an income below a certain modified adjusted gross income amount. An eligible student loan interest includes the loan was taken out to pay qualified educational expenses for you, your spouse, or eligible dependent when you took the loan. The payments were made within a reasonable period of time before or after you incurred the education expenses. Who is eligible for student loan forgiveness? There are currently multiple student loan forgiveness plans, and it's not available to everyone, but you still might qualify. At a high level, there are 5 federal student loan forgiveness plans. Number 1, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Plan, or the PSLF. It's available through the United States Department of Education for federal direct loan borrowers. The second one, the Teacher Loan Forgiveness, or TLF plan, offers up to $17,500 in student loan forgiveness to teachers with direct or FFEL program loans who teach full-time for 5 consecutive years at an eligible school or an organization that serves low-income students. The Health Profession Loan repayment is available if you work in a qualifying healthcare role and apply for assistance from organizations like the National Health Service Corps or the National Institute of Health. Number 4, the Service Member Loan Repayment Program. It's available to members of the military and varies by program and military branch. And finally, the Income Driven Repayment Program is available through the Department of Education. And there are currently 4 programs available. What are the Income Driven Repayment Programs? Well, Pay As You Earn, or the PAYE program, Savings on a Valuable Education, or the SAVE program, the Income-Based Repayment, or the IBR program, and the Income Contingent Repayment, or the ICR program. You can apply for these student loan forgiveness programs if you're eligible. And for more information, visit the Federal Student Aid website. There are constantly student loan forgiveness updates and proposals from the current presidential administration and members of Congress. I highly suggest you pay close attention to the news and announcements from official channels. But be cautious. There are many scams in this area. Don't fall for tricks that could be costly or steal your personal information. Our tax professionals have a good idea of what's currently happening, so talk to them today. And don't just blindly trust something you see or hear. Did you have your student loan debt forgiven and not sure how it will impact your personal situation? Well, schedule an appointment to talk with a tax expert today on jacksonhewitt.com. And tell me in the comments, what would it mean to you if you had your student loan debt forgiven? If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable information and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things taxes.